Okay, Sunday night, December 15th. A lot of times people think um, that means that we just stop doing anything with our businesses until January 1st. And I am here to tell you that is not the case. We're going to talk about a few things. The first thing is going to be your inspiration for the night, because I know sometimes Sunday nights, this is like the only time that you have to like sit down and regroup from the previous week or look ahead to the first of next week. So I'm going to do your little 5-minute inspiration from a book. And then we are going to talk all things Renew You Challenge, because I'm so excited about that. I just can hardly stand it. And then we have our 3-day challenge starting tomorrow. So we are going to hit the high points with that. Let me switch my speaker view really quick. There we go. Hi, guys. Okay, so we are just back from Granny's. We had a great time. Yesterday, I was completely unplugged. I actually got a notification on my phone that said my screen time was down by like 68%. I was like, yeah, that's maybe not a good thing that I'm getting a notification about that. But I was completely unplugged. It was wonderful. We go to John's mom's house every single year, usually just the weekend before Christmas, but this weekend, or this time, it fell so close to Christmas that we decided to do it this weekend. It was wonderful. I feel refreshed, and I am ready to rock and roll. Full disclosure, I have a mouthful of sores because I indulged in too much sugar, and I'm ready for the Renew You Challenge so much. But it's so crazy to me that my body even says, I hate sugar, avoid sugar, Mayday, Mayday, it's not good for you. And my willpower is next to nothing. But you want an admission from me, you guys? I forgot my lean protein shakes when I went to Granny's house, and I was miserable. I was like, what am I going to do? It made me realize. We ran out the door and had everything packed for the kids. They got home from school. John got home from work. We threw everything in the car. We had to go Friday. And I got there, and it was like this. I started having palpitations. I was like, oh my gosh. Now, I did remember my Slim and Active, so that was good. But I missed my lean shakes so much. So it was a good reminder that I absolutely love them and I missed them. Okay, so 2019 is quickly coming to a close. I cannot even believe how quickly it is coming to a close. If you guys are not reading a book a month, a book every 6 months, or even one book in a year, I want to challenge you. 2020 is going to be your year of investing in something for several reasons. But I'm telling you what, you guys, when I read something, it just does something in me. It gives me that little spark of inspiration or that little spark of motivation. And I want you to know, no matter where you are, there are books and podcasts and trainings and masterminds and support groups that will help encourage you and help you to move to the next level wherever you are. Books do that for me. When I felt like I needed a mentor to help me get to the next level, I found books and I allowed the authors to mentor me without them even knowing. Okay, now I have been blessed that some of my mentors that were authors turned into real life friends. That was just a huge blessing that the Lord allowed that to happen. But I read a book like, thank you for talking straight to me. And I took that information as being mentored. So I want to encourage you and challenge you. If you are not doing something, you guys, I legit take my phone, and I have one of those like insert showers, so there's a plastic edge. When I get in the shower, I have my phone up on the ledge of the shower watching YouTube videos and listening to podcasts. There is not time in my day where I'm not utilizing quote unquote free time or downtime. Getting ready in the morning, I'm like, well, I gotta take a shower, gotta get clean, I gotta wash my hair. If I'm gonna wash my hair and then dry my hair, it's like an hour process. I put my earbuds in, and while I'm drying my hair, I'm listening to whatever my training and inspiration is for that day. Every single day, I am doing something for personal growth and development. So that is one of your challenges. So because it's Sunday night, because this is our team call, I am going to give you another excerpt from The Slight Edge. If you've read this book, it's okay, because I think I've read this chapter 25 times, and every single time it's the reminder that I need. So if you're just jumping on, if you're new, if you're watching this replay, if you find this magically on YouTube and you're like, what are you talking about? I just want you to know that, one, this slight edge, and two, just reading has been just such a blessing. So I want you guys to hear this. This talks about, so where do we go from here? 2020 is fast approaching. It's a new decade. Let's all dream big and smash our goals. Abraham Lincoln spoke about taking twice as long to sharpen the axe as to hack the tree. In your life, you are the axe. The slight edge is how you sharpen it. Sharpen yourself and pursue your path through those simple, small, easy disciplines, and compounded over time, they will take you to the top. Here's your bullet point inspiration for tonight. Do one simple daily discipline in each of your 7 key areas in life. Okay, so this isn't just for business. Yes, we want to be successful in our Plexus businesses, but you need to focus on your health, which for me, that Renew You Challenge can't come fast enough. I'm going to be the first one probably registering tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Your happiness, whatever that looks like. Your relationships, your personal development, your finances, your career, and your impact, that legacy, the above and beyond. These areas are where we need to focus to do one simple daily discipline every single day. Make a habit of doing some sort of daily review of these slight edge activities, either through keeping a journal, keeping a list, working with an accountability buddy or partner, a coach, or some other regular and consistent means. So you've got to have a way that you can journal. And here's what I love. Sometimes when I'm feeling depressed or discouraged and I go back and read journal entries from a year ago, I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how far I've come. Or, oh my goodness, look at what I was struggling with and look at how it all worked out. So when we journal like that, it gives us those belief building moments of, it felt hard, it felt overwhelming, it felt like I couldn't do it. But now knowing, of course, hindsight's 2020, right? But a lot of times we don't remember those lessons. A lot of times we don't remember those struggles, right? We have selective memory. So keeping some kind of journal or list, when I go back and look through even old calendars, I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I struggled with this. So make sure you have a way that you're writing stuff down. Spend high quality time with men and women who have achieved goals and dreams similar to those that you have. In other words, model successful men, mentors, teachers, and allies. Do it daily, weekly, and monthly, and then you will find yourself on the success curve, and you will turn your dreams into reality. So now I'm going to talk really quick for 5 minutes. What does it look like when you're doing those small, consistent, daily slight edge activities that turn into habits, that turns you into a successful person? What does it look like to be a successful person? You know what it takes to follow your dreams and you realize them. You know what it takes to set your foot on a path of mastery, to start living your life on the success side of the slight edge. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. They put the slight edge to work for them rather than against them, and they refuse to let themselves be swayed by their feelings, by their moods, and by their attitudes. They rule their lives with the philosophies and do what it takes to get the job done, whether they feel like it or not. So we're talking about what successful people do. Successful people don't look for shortcuts, nor do they hope for that big break. They're always open for quantum leaps, knowing that opportune moments can present themselves, but focus on sticking to doing what they have in front of them. They step onto a path of mastery, and once having set foot there, they stay on that path the rest of their lives. Remember a few weeks ago we talked about doing the things, we talked about the tortoise and the hare, and who won in that parable. So successful people never blame circumstance or other people. Instead, they take full responsibility for their lives. They use the past as a lesson, but don't dwell on it. Instead, they let themselves be pulled up and forward by the compelling force of the future. They know that the path that leads to success is one. There's one path that leads to success and one that leads to the failure curve, and they are only a hair's breadth apart, separated only by the distinction of simple, insignificant actions that are just as easy not to do as to do. You guys remember when we've talked about IPA? A lot of us are like, well, I don't want to follow up with that one person. If we do follow up with one person every single day, imagine how many people we can reach out to, right? But those are the easy things that we let go. One day turns into 2, turns into 7, turns into 14, turns into, oh my gosh, that person joined a month ago and I've only checked in with them one time. It's those little things that if we do them consistently over time will produce massive results. Slow and steady wins the race. Successful people practice the daily disciplines that are assured to take them to their final destination. They show up consistently with a good attitude over a long period of time with a burning desire backed by faith. They're willing to pay the price. Boy, that sentence right there could be our whole call. And successful people focus on having a positive outlook. They understand everyone can get into a funk, and when it comes to them, they embrace it, knowing that it's refining them and deepening their appreciation for the rhythm of life. They take baby steps out of that and step back into positivity. Successful people use inertia to build momentum, making their upward journey of success easier and easier. They know how to identify habits that don't serve them and replace them with those that do. They understand the powers of reflection, completion, and celebration as they harness them consistently, using their radar for unfinished business to propel them forward rather than being sucked backward and downward. And I like this one. Successful people acquire the 3 kinds of knowledge that they need to succeed. They create an ongoing support system, both by book smarts and street smarts, learning through study and through doing. So here's what I did for years. I read and read and read and learned and learned and learned, and then I forgot to go out and take action, right? We've got to actually go out there and put that into practice, even if it means we're going to fail, right? We need to learn how to fail forward, because failure is not actually something that's in our way. And a lot of us, we hit that wall of failure. We want to turn around and go the other way. We have to keep pressing through that, right? And if we surround ourselves with the right people, if we do the right things, we'll be able to go over, around, and through that barrier and move forward. Successful people are always asking, who am I spending time with? And are these the people who best represent where I want to be headed? They form powerful relationships with positive people. They carefully build mastermind groups, which is kind of what we are. All of you guys who are regulars on here, these are this is our powerful mastermind group. They do not hesitate to disassociate themselves with the negative and people that threaten to drag them down. And I have to tell you guys, a lot of times when you set big goals and when you start doing the work that's going to move you forward, unfortunately, everybody that loved you for who you were before you got ambitious, all of those people are not going to continue on the journey of life with you. And that was a really, really hard lesson for me as I started to read and grow and set big goals and succeed at things. I was like, hey, wait a second. Where's this person? Where's everybody going? And your circle will change. If it's not changing, there's something wrong with that. But I had a few relationships and it was very perplexing. And as a struggling, recovering former people pleaser, I was like, oh, whoa, like I need to slow down and make them feel comfortable. But what they wanted was for me not to grow and step into my strengths. They felt better if we could all just hang out in mediocrity together, right? So that's a very, very difficult thing to realize and understand, that not everybody is going to continue on with you on this journey as you set big goals and do the hard work that it's going to take to move you forward. So just basically keep paddling, guys. Daily disciplines repeated over time. He has the analogy in here about the water lily. Do you guys remember years ago I talked about if you were to look at a lake, the water lily grows exponentially by doubling, okay? So, and it grows in a 30-day cycle. This is just off the top of my head. I haven't read this story in a long time. But if you were to look at a lake, if let's say you drive by a lake every single day for 30 days, one water lily that doubles to 2, right? Day 1 and 2 isn't going to look much different. And then if you have 2 doubling to 4, But what happens is on day 29, when 50% of the lake is covered by these beautiful water lilies, what happens from day 29 to 30? You go the exponential growth rate of doubling. 1 turning into 2 doesn't feel big, but when you have 50% of the lake covered on day 29, on day 30, you wake up, the entire lake is covered because 50% doubled is going to fill the entire lake. So that law of exponential growth, a lot of times we do work and we plant seeds and it feels like nothing's happening, right? You can talk about the 90-day run rule where a lot of times the work we're doing today, the results aren't going to show up for 90 days. So if we give it everything we've got for 2 weeks and then throw in the towel and say, well, nothing happened, that's not how it works. We have to be in this for the long haul, and we have to know that slow and steady wins the race. Think about the tortoise and the hare. Think about the water lily. All of those stories and analogies are great for business because we have to know that if we stay focused and if we stay moving forward and if we surround ourselves with the right people and we keep reading, we keep listening, we keep doing everything that we need to do, it is all going to work out. On that note, I want to share with you guys, there is going to be an announcement tomorrow about an incentive that is going to be around the Renew You Challenge. So what I am going to do is share with you what I can, but I want you guys to be glued to your emails. If I can find out a time, I will let you know. But sometime tomorrow, there's going to be an incentive launch. So here are a few things that I want you to know. First thing, if you have not had your subscription run yet for December, or if you have customers and team members whose subscriptions have not yet run, Pretty Please with Sugar on Top, set your subscription for one of the Renew You combos. There is a Renew You Basics, and then there is a bigger one, okay? It doesn't matter which one it is. I went ahead, I've got my diamond position, I've got my senior gold position, and then I've got John's emerald position. I went in and I adjusted all of our subscriptions. I added the combo. If you go to edit subscription and then go to combos, all of the Renew You are going to have that little orange and red circle that says Renew You Challenge Pack. I set up my subscriptions for the big Renew You pack because that put me over 130 PV. So my subscription will process. I will get Plexus perks, and then I will also get free shipping. So that is best case scenario. Now, one of the things, let's see, I see. Okay, so Stacy, I don't have all the details. For the people who already are commission qualified this month, you will still be able to do the Renew You Challenge, but there is going to be an additional prize for if you have that first Renew You order before New Year's Eve. So what we can do with that is we can rock and roll and get new customers or new ambassadors and use business building bonuses to help you order that pack for December 31st. But it might be something where you say, I don't know that I want to rock and roll and work towards that prize or incentive. I personally am going to be working for it. I know what it is and I can't share it with you, but it's really good. So the first thing is, I know so many people, and like I said, this has been a ongoing, like lots of moving parts. I think corporate didn't know what the end of the month incentive was going to be, and this was a great way to kind of jumpstart the Renew You Challenge. So don't be sad if that's something you can't do, but if you want to be able to purchase the Renew You pack by December 31st for this additional special prize, we will figure out a way, okay? We will figure out how you can get some extra commissions coming in so you can order those products. Go sell a bunch of 3-day trials and get some people enrolled. We'll figure it out. But the key is between now and the end of the month, as you guys are talking to new people and as we're following up with our 3-day challenge people, I want you to think Renew You welcome packs, Renew You combos. Okay. So for the next 15th through the 31st, Renew You. There's one that's got the triplex plus some other things. You know, there's a basic one. So there's several different selections that are going to get people the products that we want them to have. And there's going to be a benefit for that. So that's the first thing. The next thing is I want all of you to identify 5 either level 1 customers or level 1 team members that you think would want to do the Renew You challenge with you. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Sarah, it's a weight loss challenge. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I still really feel like getting on these products and being consistent for 60 days, there's lots of benefits. And it may be with the Renew You challenge, yes, weight loss is part of it, but your story, your product story is like at least a third, if not more, of the challenge. So I want to encourage people. This is a great way to help people to get consistent on the products. I'm over elaborating 5. You're not going to need that many. But let's all shoot for 5 people who are doing this with us. How amazing if we all found 5 either customers or level 1 people, level 1 team members who lock arms with us and say, yes, we are committing hardcore 60 days to take our products every single day, and we're going to move forward and do this together. If you find those, I want you guys to be working on that list, going through and looking at your reports. Who are some people who ordered for 3 or 4 months in 2019 and quit ordering, who you could get their attention again with this? I accidentally, not intentionally, put on a few pounds the last 3 months since September. You guys heard me talk about that last week. I'm going all in. Like, I am doing this Renew You challenge hardcore. Somebody's got to win, right? There's tons of prizes. The prizes are amazing. They're incredible. But I want you guys to really be thinking about what this can do for your customers, what this can do for your team members as far as consistency, and then what this can do for momentum of getting people's attention and getting people excited, because corporate is literally giving away shopping sprees, $10,000 grand prizes, trips to convention, trips to corporate. There's 2 grand prize winners in each category and then 6 runners up. You can win, if you're an accountability partner within a winner, you can win $1,000. Like, there's all kinds of amazing things. So there's a few things I want you guys to do. Registration opens tomorrow. I want you guys to pay attention to the frequently asked questions, because I know last year a lot of people didn't take their before picture, like with their products, or their before picture with the timestamp. I actually think there's going to be a template that we have to use that says what day the before picture was taken. I don't want anybody to be disqualified because there's a few details. There's actually 4 before pictures and 4 after pictures that you have to take to qualify you. So I want you guys to be really aware of what those are so that we can tell our customers and team members and get people really, really excited about that. Now, remember, anybody that did or is doing the 3-day challenge, they have their $20 off coupon to order their Renew You welcome pack or their Renew You customer combo pack. So I really want us to focus on follow up. Let's not let these coupon codes just hang out there and not get used, okay? So I hope you have the names of everybody in the challenge. If you do not have people yet for our challenge tomorrow, I still want you to get people excited. I still want you to get people to order their challenge. I still want you to add them to the health and happiness page. I will be making those posts as soon as they get their order in the mail. You can go back and tag them and work through that 3-day challenge. It's only 3 days. Anybody can do this. Work on the 3-day challenge one-on-one with them, just with our posts that are in the. I want people to understand the value of $19.95, plus they get the $20 off coupon, plus it's free shipping, and this would be step 1. I've got so many people who are like, yes, I lost 3 pounds. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I have energy. Yes, life is great. Yes, now I have a plan. Those are all going to be amazing benefits to starting with the 3-day and going from there. So I'm planning on really working hard this week, and we will be doing another, I'm going to be posting verbiage this week, getting people into this Renew You challenge. I don't want anybody to miss out on it. I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful. going to say one more thing about that. Oh, I am opening up a Renew You Team Momentum group where we will walk through the 60 days of the Renew You Challenge together. We'll have added like grocery lists, recipes, accountability, fitness stuff, but it will be if you have purchased a combo, if you have registered, you can get added to this group. It'll be for team members and customers. Anybody that has registered for the Renew You Challenge can be in our Team Momentum page. It's going to be a little bit different this year from corporate. There's going to be emails that you get from corporate. There's going to be text messages that you get from corporate. There's going to be a little bit on the Fit Squad page, but it's basically going to be, here's your toolkit. There's a link for like shareables, just like they did the 3-day. And as a team, we're going to be able to kind of run it together. So my plan for me is I'm registering tomorrow so that I can have all my products in, and then I'm going to have my start date January 1. Like, let's get it done. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's all move forward together on New Year's Day. You can register as late as January 30th and then do your 60 days, February and March, and be done by March 30th. Okay. But I would love for as many of us as possible to get our first order in December so that we can register and start January 1 and then be done at the end of February. I'm really, really excited about it. And the last thing I want to cover is if you have not registered for Super Saturday, you're missing out on convention contest points. You're missing out on Plexus perks. You're missing out on free enrollment codes, all the things. So please, 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 $19.95. If you cannot make it to a live location, register for the live stream. You will still get the benefits of the Super Saturday perks for what's going along with that. And if you have any questions about Super Saturday, about the Renew You Challenge, drop them below when we get the recording here. But I would love, love, love. So here's my goal I'm setting for you guys. I need 4 level 1s on my diamond position, and then 4 level 1s on my senior gold position, and then 4 level 1s under my husband John's position. So I am working on linking arms with 12 level 1s moving forward with this challenge. And like I said, even if you don't have any weight to lose, because I'm looking at a lot of really healthy, fit, wonderful people, committing those 60 days to taking the products, there's nothing there. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And setting that example of leading with registering and doing it and saying, listen, I'm working on, either decreasing my body fat percentage and increasing my muscle tone, or having some control over cravings and doing better with my meal planning. There's lots of different goals that you can set, but by you registering and saying you're doing it, you are leading the way for your customers and team members who may have some weight to lose, who may need that accountability, who may need somebody to push them or to check in with them, okay? So I don't want you to check yourself out the back door before it even starts, because I want you to remember that you registering first is you leading the way for the people that you can help with this. Now, as we message, we'll work on that this week. Don't be calling people saying, girl, I know you got a lot of weight to lose. Let's do this challenge together. We know that's not how it goes, right? I've been seeing you've been getting a little bit fluffy. I want you to do this challenge with me. We got to lead with love and let people know if they're looking, if New Year's resolutions are at the top of their list for feeling healthy and happy and getting more energy and all the things. Plexus is offering a wonderful challenge where we can win really big prizes. So let's lead that way and not be telling anybody they've got a little bit of weight to lose. We those of us that do, we know we do. I got 2 really great sweatshirts from my mother-in-law. She splurged on North Face for me, so I can't get comfortable under these warm fuzzy fleece that are a little bit big. But anyway, I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm really, really excited. I don't want you guys to think Christmas is coming, nobody wants to hear about this. I really want you guys to remember that what we do this week is planting seeds for when December 27th hits and everybody's feeling miserable and ready to look ahead for New Year's resolutions. Don't quit posting, okay? I want you to be consistent with posting and sharing and reaching out so that we have those seeds planted, so that when the 27th, 28th, 29th hits and people are ready, that we can get people rocking and rolling with the Renew You Challenge and moving forward with our products. So thank you guys so much for jumping on. I'm so excited for the end of this month, for the end of this year. I would love for you guys, we've still got the rank up bonuses, re-rank bonuses happening, all the things for December. So I would love for you guys to let me know where you want to be and what we can do to help you. 3-day challenge starts tomorrow over on the Health and Happiness page. I am going to do my favorite things live this week. I think it's just going to be on the Health and Happiness page, and I'll probably do it either Wednesday or Friday to close out the 3-day challenge, where I'm just going to do a whole bunch of giveaways. It's just going to be lots of fun. Yes, there's going to be challenges for the international markets. There's a few different combos, but in the fine print of the frequently asked questions, it definitely had Australia, New Zealand, Canada. It had some stuff broken down for the Renew You Challenge for there. So thank you guys so much for jumping on. It's always great to see your faces.